When a toddler is in the middle of a full-blown meltdown or tantrum, logic does not work. Their emotional brain is completely overwhelmed, but there is a tool that opens a back door to emotional regulation every single time. And what's that? What's that? Yeah, storytelling. Book number 1, pure physical frustration. When Sophie gets angry, really, really angry. What makes this book work so well for toddlers is the visual shift in colors. Notice how the illustration changed to bright red when her anger boils over and then transition back to cool blues and greens as she calmed down. When reading this with kids, I pause at the red page and say, look at her face. Her body feels hot and red right now. Have you ever felt red inside? This teaches children emotion labeling, the foundation of self-regulation. As an early child educator, I don't just read books to entertain kids. I use specific stories as behavior management tools. Today, I'm sharing 5 books that actually help toddlers process big emotion, including my own book, plus the exact technique I use in classroom to prevent tantrums before they start. Book number 2. Well, co-regulation strategies. Breathe like a bear. Instead of telling a child crying to take a deep breath, which almost never works, this book gives kids concrete imagery. They can picture, and also just practice candle flower breathing from the book during calm moments. Smell the flowers, blowing out the candle. When a child starts getting overwhelmed later in the day, you don't lecture, you simply whisper, remember how we blew out the candle in our book? Book number 3. So I believe that this book targets the root cause of so many morning daycare tantrums. And what we see in the mornings that causes the tantrums are separation anxiety. And this book is called The Invisible String. Transitions are hard for young children. It really is. But this story gives children a tangible metaphor, an invisible line of love that connects them to their caregiver, no matter where they are. And what you can do also is, with this book, is to draw a little heart on the child's palm or give them a pocket comfortable token. It transfers drop-off tears into predictable and comforting routine. Book number 4. This book handles impulsive physical behaviors like hitting, biting, or pushing. Hands are not for hitting, right? So this book works because it focuses on replacement behaviors instead of just telling the children, no. Children need to know what to do with their body when they are mad. So we read this, we practice high fives, clapping, or, pushing against a wall. Reframe the narrative from you're bad for hitting to your hands have big energy, like now let's find a safe place to put that energy. Finally, my book number 5. I wrote this book specifically for early child educators, for providers, parents that are dealing with emotional overload. My Big Suitcase of Emotions. I really create this book for young children, who are carrying so many big feelings around with them. Frustration, excitement, worry, sadness. And when that suitcase gets too full, it spills over into meltdown. In the classroom, at home, I use the suitcase metaphor to help kids unpack what they're carrying. We talk about how feelings aren't heavy or light, good or bad. They are just things inside our emotional baggage that we learn to handle one by one. It gives toddlers a concrete visual way to identify what's inside their emotional suitcase before it explodes. Remember, the goal of reading these stories isn't to prevent children from ever feeling angry or sad. The goal is to show them that all feelings are okay, but not all behaviors are okay. And they are safe with you even when they have big emotions. I've listed all 5 books in the description box below with links so you can add them to your classroom or home library, including my Big Suitcase of Emotions. Hit that subscribe button for more practical tools for your early learning space, and I'll see you in the next video.